And we're back once again with a brand new episode of Football United. As always, Moria and I bring to you an action-packed episode of Football United with the best of Indian football and the world of football at large. But first up, let's find out what we have on the show for you. Hero ISL Season 8 dates announced. ATK Mohun Bagan take on Kerala in Match 1. SC East Bengal's new signings Adil Khan and Amarjit Singh join us on Football United. We hear from JFC's new signing Greg Stewart. Okay, first up, the big news. The Hero ISL fixtures have been announced, Moria, and it gives me great pleasure to say that ATK Mohun Bagan and Kerala Blasters will kick things off on the 19th of November. That's hardly a surprise though, but when you take a look at the fixture list, which fixture stands out for you apart from this obvious one where the two passionate set of fan bases collide?
It has to be November 27th, SC East Bengal versus ATK Mohun Bagan. I think that is a really big one, but the first one again, ATK Mohun Bagan versus Kerala Blasters, two very passionate fan bases, two teams which kicked off the things last year also. And just remember, ATK Mohun Bagan won both those games against Kerala. But another one, Anand, is Mumbai-Goa. That could be something.
Especially because it's a repeat of that famous semi-final where the penalties just did not end. The night was about to end, but we couldn't separate the two sides. But yeah, that's a tasty one, especially because Juan Fernando has a lot of his trusted lieutenants back with him, and Sergio Lobera has plenty of new faces that he'll be dealing with for the first time. So it'll be, I think it sets it up very nicely and could be a spicy one.
Anand, moving on. On FIFA 22, something's there. What?
The Hero ISL on FIFA 22, which means if you're making a team on FIFA 22, now you can pick one of the ISL teams as well, which is absolutely fantastic for those guys who love gaming and who love to see ISL teams and Indian football teams in there. I think it couldn't have come at a better time.
Brilliant. It's so good. I hope a lot of people play it and they take... it'll be great now if Roy Krishna scoring winners time after time for ATK Mohun Bagan. It'll be so much fun. But I'll tell you what's also fun. Let's do this because all these games have these classic 11s and all of that. Let's do something. Hero ISL all-time 11.
An all-time 11, okay.
All-time Dream 11, all-stars.
Okay.
Quick rules. We go by last season's rules. We go with 6 Indians, 5 foreigners.
Okay, fair play. Okay.
So let's start quickly.
So let's start in goal then. If we are choosing 6 Indians, then I think it's only right we choose an Indian goalkeeper. I think between Amrinder and Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, you'd probably go with the 2-time Golden Glove winner for now. Yes, so
Gurpreet it is.
So Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, I think.
Okay.
That's your goalkeeper sorted. Who do you pick as your wingback? Wingbacks have generally been Indians across the board over the seasons of the ISL. So as a right back, you'd probably pick Pritham Kotal, a serial ISL winner with different teams, but he slots in at right back. And left back, who would you go for?
There are so many options here. Narayan's played so many games. Subhashish is there. Mandar obviously has won quite a bit every season, ever present. Outside choice, left field choice for left back is Ashik Kurunian, but
Mandar, I mean, he's captain. He's won the Shield twice, once with Goa, once with Mumbai. Plenty of experience, and he's got that leadership material. I'd probably go with Mandar myself. You going with Mandar as well?
Agree.
Okay, so Mandar and Sandesh. Mandar and Pritam. Sandesh slots in at centre back for you?
Absolutely, has to, because probably the most consistent Indian defender. He's moved on to H&K Shibenet, but one of the most consistent. With him, you'll have to put a foreign defender. Let me just list out the choices for you.
That's a tough one, yeah.
There's Aaron Hughes, there's Tiri. Tiri's been there for multiple seasons, won a couple of times. There's Juanan, underrated.
Yeah, correct.
There's Murtada Fall. There's Enrique Sereno, the first person to win it foreigner to win back-to-back. No, that was actually Adil Bete. So he won back-to-back titles. Who would you go with?
I think it's a tough one, but you'd look at both sides of the pitch. You'll probably have to pick somebody like a Murtada Fall because, I mean, he gives you obviously solidity in defense, but he can also give you handy goals on the other side from set pieces and all of that. And alongside Sandesh, if I were to just see them playing together, that is a prospect I do not want to, give up on that soon. So Thierry and Sandesh have played together. I think Wanan and Sandesh must have also interacted at some stage. So I'll probably go with Paul and Sandesh together. Agree?
Yes, agree.
Okay, let's go to midfield.
Middle of the park. Rowland Borges has to.
That's easy. That's an easy one. I think the only one who could possibly challenge him is Thapa, but Borges, now that he's won it, you'll probably go with him as well. Yeah.
The other one, if you put a foreign guy there, Leo Mora, Ahmed Jahu, who do you put? Do you put a Borja Fernandez? Borja? So there are lots of choices there, right? A Marcos Tebar there and thereabouts.
Yeah. If you're looking at an all-time 11.
Eric
Partulu is there as well. But I love what I saw of Borges and Jahu together. So I am tempted to go with Ahmed Jahu. I know a lot of people will probably think, has he done enough? But I think now that he's won...
What more can he do?
Yeah.
He's won the Shield twice. He's won the title. He's played in finals. He just needs to score more goals.
That's it. That's what I meant. But okay. So Borges and Jahu, we settled on that. So that's your 7 players taken care of. Now we're looking at the 4 up front.
So the 3 ahead of them, you have to put SC11 on the left wing, right? Sunil Chhetri, without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
that's not even a discussion.
Okay, let's put that one there. Okay, so
the
SC11.
Other foreign players, you could probably put Malouda. What a player. What a player. Florent Malouda, Luis Garcia maybe, but again, didn't play that much. Hugo Bumu has to play. Hugo Bumu's won the Hero of the League at multiple times. You have to play Bumu. With Bumu, Malouda, or is there somebody else?
I mean, I thought of Marcelinho for a second. Also, when you mentioned Leo Mora, I immediately thought of Malouda. But if you're going with a out-and-out attacking option, you'd probably go with Malouda. I mean, silk and steel and leadership, a presence in the dressing room like no other. You'd probably put Malouda and Bumu. So as your 2, depends on where you want to play them. You'll probably play Malouda at 10, I'd imagine, and Bumu out wide simply because you have to fit them in somehow.
Yes.
So Chhetri, Bumu, Malouda. Would that work for you?
Yes, it works for me. Now is the difficult one. Striker.
The fifth foreigner.
The striker. So you look at the options.
Yeah.
Ferran Corominas Talesha. There's Miku Fedor.
Yeah.
There is a certain Steven Mendoza.
Oh, can never forget him.
There is Roy Krishna.
Yeah, that's Roy
Krishna. So many great options. Who do you pick?
If you go with recency, I know a lot of people would be tempted to pick somebody like Roy Krishna, but how can you contest the all-time top goal scorer as things stand going into the new season? I think you'll have to go with Koro, right? I mean, Miku was great, and all these goal scorers that you mentioned have been good in their own right. But Koro inside the box, a defender's nightmare. You'd probably put Koro there.
Moving on, but SC East Bengal have made a lot of signings.
That's right. I mean, I was just going to say that like we're picking a team over here, SC East Bengal have just gone and done that. In a couple of hours, they've just decided, okay, we're going to pick this one, and that one, and everyone else is, to be confirmed. But 2 people who have confirmed their availability for SC East Bengal for the new season are Amarjit Singh Kiam and Adil Khan. And Moria caught up with them a little while ago, and this is what they had to say.
Signing for SC East Bengal, that must be special. It's a big club, big responsibility.
It's a big responsibility. We know the history of Indian football and what East Bengal brings into the league, and it's a historic club from Kolkata, and we know how they have been doing since so many years. So now they've come to the new league with new views and a lot of new talking points. So I think it was a great decision from me to think about East Bengal and go on loan to them and get my playing time for most important.
अमरजीत, आपके लिए बहुत बड़ा मूव है क्योंकि प्रेशर बहुत रहेगा अभी, लेकिन क्योंकि ये SC East Bengal है, हर मूव जो आप करेंगे, हर चीज जो आप करेंगे, फैंस का एक उस पर नजर रहेगा.
Yes, but first of all means बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर रहेगा और प्रेशर के साथ भी और मजा आता है. मीन फुटबॉल ही सोना बहुत प्रेशर है, तो मैंने उसके साथ ही स्पेशल कोलकाता ईस्ट बंगाल में, क्योंकि क्लब चाहते हैं, उनके फैन चाहते हैं कि ट्रॉफी कर ले आए, तो मीन्स वही हमारे लिए मेरे लिए भी एक प्रेशर हो, क्योंकि ये मेरे लिए फर्स्ट टाइम हो गया ईस्ट बंगाल में. तो काफी मीन्स आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड, मीन्स एक काफी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस होने वाला है.
I was thinking of more playing time, and the way they spoken to me, the management, I'm thankful to them that they gave me this opportunity to come and join them with the new views and all new ideas. So I think that's what attracted me, and of course the fans. I've been lacking a lot of game time last season that was the main thing I was thinking of for this season, to go somewhere and play as many matches I can. Definitely I have to prove myself here also, because now we know that we have a new coach and rest of the stuff.
आदिल भाई ने कोच का बात किया. जो कोच है वो काफी एक्सपीरियंस्ड कोच है, स्पेशली यंगस्टर्स के साथ काम करने के लिए. एक्साइटेड है उनके साथ काम करने सीखने के लिए?
Yes, obviously I mean बहुत excited हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे लिए भी एक नया एक्सपीरियंस होगा, नया कोच होगा, तो मीन क्लब के लिए, और एक उनके साथ ट्रेनिंग करने के लिए आई एम रेडी, मीन्स उसके लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड हूँ, और बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस होने वाला है.
There's one match. You have played for Mohun Bagan.
I know where you're coming.
Yes.
I knew this is going to come, because when I played for Mohun Bagan, I definitely missed both the derbies. I know where you're going. It's about the derbies. Yeah, definitely that make me more excitement about it, because I missed those two derbies when I played for Mohun Bagan. Now I'm playing on the other side, and it's going to be a different atmosphere. I know we are not playing in Kolkata. If it was in Kolkata, would have been much better. What we are expecting, but derby is derby. We know about this. Everybody knows about the history of these two teams. So I think definitely I'll be excited for that.
See, Adil's become a pro on Football United. I don't even have to ask the question, and he knows.
No, because I know how you're going. Because you are definitely a Mohun Bagan fan. No, you're talking to East Bengal players, so of course you will ask about this, and you know how it works.
दावे के लिए मैंने बहुत कुछ सुना है, और बहुत कुछ टीवी भी देखा है, और सोशल मीडिया में देखा है, और ऐसे मुझे एक कभी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिला कि मैं वहाँ पे स्टेडियम में बैठ के देख सकूँ. तो वो अपॉर्चुनिटी मुझे नहीं मिला है, लेकिन अभी वो एक अपॉर्चुनिटी आ रही है कि वो दावी मैच खेलने के लिए. तो मेरे लिए बहुत एक एक्साइटेड मोमेंट होगा, एक बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर होगा अगर उस टाइम पे अगर मैं या फर्स्ट 11 में खेल रहा होगा, या सेकेंड हाफ में, या कोई भी टाइम पे अंदर आके खेल रहा होगा.
Adil bhai, coming to you, talking about the national team, आप जब भी खेलते हो, everybody has an eye on you, because for an Indian central defender, obviously, everybody wants them to do well, because there aren't that many, let's put it that way. So that's also there, that you have to perform consistently to hold on to your place in the national team, because challenges are emerging also.
Of course, I have seen now Sana is doing great, in the national team, and in the club also last season he did so well that he's improving every day, and he's working hard on his physique and stuff, and he's definitely a better ball player when it comes to a central defender player. Yeah, definitely there is a lot of what do you say, competition now. Of course, competition बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया अभी, and I have to work on my fitness more than anything else, because game wise and game reading wise, that is inside me. I know how to play in which game, how to play in what terms, but fitness was very important.
Can I get both of you to say Joy East Bengal?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so मैं काम cover कर लेता हूँ.
आप बोलो ना, आप भी बोलो Joy East Bengal.
I'll say Joy East Bengal, Joy Mohun Bagan. Okay, so
first, how are you looking at the derby this season?
As I will say, all the best for every other game of the season, but that the best of luck nahi bolta. No matter what, but if I could get both of you to say Joy East Bengal.
Okay, together, or let him say
go first. Senior.
No, let Amarjit go first.
Amarjit go first.
Joy East Bengal.
I'll say. Okay. I'll say the way Bengali.
Yes.
They say. Joy SC East Bengal. Our mother club. East Bengal.
Adil bhai, next level.
Okay, speaking of SC East Bengal, they've also appointed a new head coach. No Robbie Fowler this time. They've gone with the Spanish option again in Manolo Diaz, something they did for 2 seasons in a row, Moria, before Robbie Fowler came in. So back to the Spanish ways for them, and they've made some new signings along with that.
Yes, Amil Darvisevic from Slovenia is their first foreign signing of the season. Again, both coach and Darvisevic look to be proper pedigree people. Diaz has been with Real Madrid, so he's trained their youth teams, reserve teams. So there's no doubt he's quality, right? And this Dervisevich guy would be very good in the derby because, well, sorry for the bad joke. Sorry. My mistake. Sorry.
But no mistaking the fact that SC East Bengal have kept their cards very close to their chest, and suddenly they're all out on the table, and you'll hear of some new and interesting foreign signings as well as time goes along. Their first challenge in the Hero ISL with the new fixtures comes in the form of Jamshedpur FC. Now, last week we caught up with their new signing in Jordan Murray, but they've made another very interesting signing in a 31-year-old Scotsman, Greg Stewart, and once again, Moria had the pleasure of catching up with him.
First of all, why Jamshedpur FC and why choose the Hero Indian Super League?
I had a chat with the manager Owen Coyle, and he was just explaining to me about what it's like over there. And once we had a chat and spoke about football and stuff, it was something I was really keen to get done.
You won the title with Rangers last season, which is managed by Steven Gerrard. A lot of Liverpool fans here in India. Talk us through that performance last year.
Yeah, it was a hot, historic year for us back here. It was a great season. To go the season undefeated and to stop Celtic getting 10 in a row, it was massive for the club. But yeah, it was great, and it was something I'll never forget. And it was good to work under Stephen as well. As you know, football's a learning curve every day. So yeah, it was a great 2 years there, and hopefully I can look back on that when I've finished my career and speak about it then. But I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the future and getting over to India and kickstarting it over there.
You spoke about JFC just missing out the top 4 by just a few points, but does that put more pressure because the fans want the team to make it to the top 4 this year? It's something that the fans have been looking forward for a long time. Does that put more pressure on the players who are coming in?
For me, I always like to put pressure on myself anyway. I always feel like you always want to challenge yourself, and you always want to be, when you sign for a team, you always want to look at the top end of the table rather than at the bottom. You need to have that mentality that you're going to try and be successful when you sign for a team. And when I spoke to Peter, I think they've signed a few players this year, and he says that they're really hoping to be pushing at the top end, and it's going to be an exciting season, I think.
Tell me something personally. What do you like more, scoring a goal or providing an assist?
You know what? There's no many better feelings than scoring a goal, but I'm actually more a team player as well. I like doing both, to be honest. I get the same kind of buzz, but maybe just a little bit more when you score a goal. But for me, as long as you win the game, that's all that matters to me. Whether I score, whether I assist, whether I just run about hard and work hard for your team, I'm all about just winning games.
And finally, before we let you go, what's your message for all the fans of Jamshedpur FC?
Hopefully just the same as me, really, just excited for the season ahead. Hopefully I can provide some goals and assists, but most of all, hopefully I can work hard for my teammates and be a good team player.